Hello dear student, welcome in this online session of 9th standard. Now today we are going to focus on the two basic poems. One of them is displaying already on your screen. So I hope you are enjoying your days at your home and you are also keeping yourself very much safe and far distance from the strange people. Because this is a time when we need to take extra care of ourselves and our families too. So if you are safe, your family must be safe. Moving further, today's topic is depending upon a poem. The poem which will make you connect with the nature. Now as you know, we all love nature very much. And nature is only one of the base of our life expectancy and existence too. So most of us may have think about the snakes or the wildlife. You might have seen the birds, the animals, the creature, amphibian, reptile, climbers, creepers, almost all the kinds of things. But most of things, if you talk about the snakes are from the different world. And they are the animal which are very cold-blooded animal. So we can say snakes as farsome, the symbol of death. Obviously, whenever we talk about the snake, some people must be thinking about that snakes are only deadly. They bite without any reason. But it is not like that. Yeah, it is true that the snakes are venomous. They consist of venom. They also consist of deadly poison inside their body, that is venom. But apart from that, we should understand that snakes are also having the heart. They are also having some kinds of activities of the day, and they are also having some kinds of good belief in the human beings to stay away from them. So that's how the snakes are lessly available in the zone area, though they are not living in the water max, but they are living on the land, under the ground, in the holes and all, but then also they are available less to be in present of the human beings. Now this lesson, this poem will be also telling you about the detailed theory related to a snake. The Snake Trying, which is a poem, and it will also show you the detailed theory related to the snake and the lifestyle of the snake. The snake trying to escape pursuing the snake with the sudden curving of the thin long body. How's the snake? It's actually consisting a long thin body. Maybe some snakes could be fat also, depending on their breed, means depending on their different types, because we are having almost lots of types of snakes. Apart from that, the snake is trying to escape from pursuing snake. It's trying to struggle and trying to escape from there with the sudden curving of the thin long body. So how's the body moving? In a curved position. You might have seen that snake is moving into a S position. That can be also said as a curved position. He glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let me go over the water. So the snake is actually traveling from the land to the water, and it is also gliding over the water due to the stroke. Stroke means the layer or the flow of water which is making snake to push away. Oh, let him go over the water, into the reeds to the heights. The author is saying, let him go, don't catch that snake, okay? Into the reeds, in the bushes, into the hide, where the snake could be feeling comfortable, without hurt. We should never hurt snake. Whenever we see any snake, we become panic. But panic is not a solution for that. Actually, it's a kind of a situation when the snake is encountering, and we are encountering snake. Encounter doesn't mean that kill. To see each other face to face is also can be said as encounter. Okay. So when we encounter with the snake, we should always let the snake go on its way. And that is only the lying beauty of nature. So that's how, into the reeds without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to the children. The small snake, it's a green snake, which is very harmless. No harm to the children. Always remember, 95% of the snakes never wish to kill anyone. 95% of the snake never wish to kill any human. They are sometimes prey animals. They eat rat, they eat some birds also, some big snakes like python, anacondas and all, they eat the animals too. But they don't attack without any reason. And the reason is that if the snake is passing by you, you should not create any movement there. Or you should not try to touch that snake. Or whenever you walk into the bushes, reeds, you must keep your leg very carefully. Your feet must be properly adjusted on the ground, and you should not try to make a scenario where a snake can be feeling in danger. Because see, snake is biting in self-defense. So whenever or wherever you go, you found a snake, you never ever try to create a fear into the snake's mind. That is only the one thing which we need to discuss here. Now, last 4 lines, this is a very short poem. Last 4 lines says that he is harmless even to the children along the stand. He lay until observed. He is just laying over the sand, and he is laying his body until he is observed. If somebody observes him, sees him, he hides himself into the sand. So he lays until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes. The ripple among the green slim reeds. The snake is rippling, making a ripple, and it is getting away, vanished into the reeds. In the green bushes, where the eyes of the human being cannot find that snake. And that's how the snake is making himself free. See, here in the poem, the author has used himself. He is, means he has used a living pronoun with the snake. Generally, it is not used. But here, Mr. Rose has used in the condition where he's trying to mention that what is the lifestyle of snake and how the snake can be also relating with the human phrase, with the human frame. And this is how this lesson is all about, the snake trying. Now I can add the one special word, the snake trying to escape from one place to another, where the snake is trying to escape from one place to another. So I hope this lesson of this poem was interesting to you, my dear student, and whenever you are going in the nature, you find any natural thing, you should not try to hurt that, cut that, catch that, or you should not try to make it becoming worse. That is the best thing to help the nature. Now moving to the next poem. The next poem is also very interesting, but the poem is relating with a deep emotional sleep and a death of the loved one. Let's focus on this poem. So this is the poem. A slumber did my spirit sail. Have you ever heard, my dear student, to get a sleep like a deadly sleep? No one wakes you up, neither you to do. This poem is all about that kind of same phrase, and this poem is also relating with the fact where the poet William Wordsworth is missing his one of the very beloved one, the Lucy. Now who is Lucy in the story is not determined. She is mother, she is beloved wife, beloved friend, sister. Who is she? That is not clearly defined. But one thing is very pretty sure and clear, that in this poem William Wordsworth is trying to tell and define his emotion. See, sometimes what is happening, whenever we attach ourselves with any person, place, object, animal, bird, any kind of thing, we try to keep them as long as forever in our life. But the nature's rule is that which is not possible to keep anything as long as possible. Nothing is permanent. So the life fun is to obtain and to understand that it should be like flawless life. You should not control anything. That will make you much happier, much better, because when you control anything and it goes out of your control, it creates some kinds of pain inside. Your heart will be lasting very long. So this poem is also all about that. Now see, before I start the poem, let me clear you that you do not have to panic by reading this poem, because some of the lines, some of the phrases, some of the meanings, or some of the sentences or some of the words are very complicated. But it doesn't mean that you will not understand the poem. So don't you worry about that. We'll be trying to finish this poem. Now what is the meaning of slumber? Okay, what is the meaning of slumber? It's a deep sleep. Okay, deep sleep. So this poem is all about death of a loved one. Who does the poet when he thinks about her? And also, how does he imagines to be after death? He's thinking that where she would be after death, and that's how he's also making this poem to be going very far away. A slumber did my spirit sail. It means when I was sleeping, I was in so much dark and deep, so much beneath sleep, that my spirit was also sealed out. What is spirit? Spirit is that energy which allows us to work, which allows us to become alive. So he is telling that my spirit was also sealed. Seal means to pack, okay, to pack very carefully. And he was sleeping. I had no human fear. No human fear means now he was disconnected from the human life, and he was sleeping, very dark, deep sleep. She seems a thing that could not feel the touch earthly years. She seems is thinking about. There is no fear. And I'm thinking that she means Lucy. She seems a thing could not feel. Nothing is for her. She has gone apart. And she might be thinking about this kinds of thing. The earthly years. No motion she has now. So he's talking about Lucy also. When he's sleeping, he's remembering her. And he's telling that William Wordsworth, there is no motion in her. There is no moment. There is no feeling right now. She has just slept without a motion. A motionless sleep. And he's also sleeping and he's missing her. No force. There is no action. She neither hears nor sees. She's unable to speak with me. I want to try. But she's not speaking. I want to say something. But she's not listening. Here, the author, William Wordsworth, is missing his, one of the, you can say, a character in his life which is not clearly defined, because only the name can be defined by me, that is Lucy. She neither hears nor sees. And she's where? She's actually dead. So, she neither hears nor sees, rolled around in the earth's dural courses, with the rocks and the stones and the trees. Now, where is she? After death. See, after death, we just, in some of the castes like Christians and all, they just coffin the body. Okay, coffining the body means they just wrap the body very carefully, cleanly, and they put into a coffin. The coffin is rolled inside the land. They dig a big, you can say, ground. They just dig a whole yard in the ground, and then they keep the coffin inside. Then they just pour soil over that and cover it very carefully. Again, the coffin is sealed out. So, as long as the earth is rotating, the coffin will be also rotating with that. The coffin will be also, somehow we can say, keeping the dead body inside, and slowly by slowly the dead body will be decaying into the nature, mixing into the nature. So it also says that we are a part of this environment, and one day we have to also give our body to the environment. So she neither hears nor sees, rolled around in the earth's dural courses, daily courses, with the rocks, stones and trees. As long as the land is formation, the body will be also slowly becoming formatting inside. Okay, so these two poems were also defining. One side the snake trying, okay, and one side the slumber did my spirit seal. Don't be confused, don't be worrying about this kinds of theories in the poems also. It may be keeping you to understand about the nature of human also, and the lifestyle, as well as we should understand, according to Gautam Buddha, there is no house where there is no death. Almost in all the houses, they must have attended death. So there is no pain. There is no pain that can be not vanished out. We should keep trust on time, and then slowly by slowly, the people who left us will be also happy far from away, and we will be also happy by keeping their sweet memories in our heart. This is all about this poem. So I will see you, my dear student, in some other lecture. Till then, you can keep revising and also keep going with these kinds of beautiful poems. Exams are coming, so always you should try to give your best. See you soon in some other lecture. Till then, you can take care. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.